last stretch. We have to climb. Sun is coming out a little under the clouds. So let's see. Yeah, that climb makes you tired a little. Needless to say, my quads are pretty much tired. I still incline. So it starts to decline, descend, then that's really just finishes very close. The question is that my getting lost how much it added on my distance. It will turn out soon. It's all about how soon I get to the point where I can see still the incline and the distance goes a lot still. But we are close. I think it's a couple of, either it's about 2 to 4 kilometers probably, depending on how much got I did during getting lost, because I'm really close to 50k now, so everything after that is extra, I gathered. And we can look it back on YouTube. I think on the way back I spotted why I got lost, and I think it's actually not my fault. I'm not sure if it's actually the organizer's fault, because I think they might marked it, but sometimes people remove it for some reason. I don't know why. That's good. Probably somebody got it removed, and that way you can just miss it so easily. I saw where I missed it. I think we'll see. So it was when I was going on that wide road. There were a couple of signs before with white chalk powder, and sometimes after that you would have to veer off to the left to a single trail. Now there was one little pink ribbon still on the main road, the big wide road. There wasn't any pink ribbon in side distance on the single trail you would have to go. So that's, well, I am anyway not too good at keeping the course, and well, that obviously did it for me, and I didn't take that turn. I was speaking and everything. Oh, is that the Table Mountain? If that's the Table Mountain, we have a lot to go. I think it's not as far. Maybe we'll get some sunshine. I hope that the electronics now keep it together until the finish. I think it's not more than half an hour now from now, so just keep it together. Finally, I looked like that the GoPro got charged. She didn't get charged, it just stopped charging. So as soon as I put in the extra batteries, started to charge again, so I had to start the GoPro 2 times again, and I'm waiting when it's gonna stop again. Hopefully it won't, because It's charging now for an hour. This is better not turn off. I want to record at least the finish. Okay, now we are not ascending anymore. We are in level. Let's jog. Oh, now my calves. I feel my calves now. That's funny. I don't feel as much my quads and hamstring. That went away, but now my calves, they are saying to me that today is a long day. I guess that's how I interpret it. Okay, I tilted down a little for the descent. I think we're gonna descend now. So actually the finish must be close. I hope there won't be any more big ascent. I think that was the last one. And while I was climbing, I tried to put this electronics together again. One thing which is hard is this whole gimbal thing is right below my mouth, so if I would spill anything, it would just fry the electronics. So you have to be very, very careful. And at the same time, for the same reason, I mean, maybe I can imagine some kind of wrap around it, which only leaves the lens free. Otherwise it's not waterproof, like rainproof. The GoPro is absolutely free, so there's no enclosure. It's just mounted on it with a clamp, and yeah, that's not waterproof. Slight incline. I hope that there's no more bigger incline now. I just want to descend to the fine gold picnic area. One thing is that I don't hear the finish. Usually there's music, but I'm so late that actually it's like there's no more music. One time in Hungary I did a 100-kilometer metric century, and maybe it was 120, I don't know. Not a century, but it was starting from a top of a mountain, from the summit, descending from the summit. That was the neutral zone, and then we had to basically after descending, do a huge loop around the mountain and then climb back. Now, in order to get to the start, you have to climb up. I was like, I don't know what's the big deal about it. Like, we climbed, me and my colleague from Graphisoft, Ákos Bezzeg. Hi Ákos. So he's a big cyclist. He was born same time as Jan Orlik,